Hey guys, it's Soren. I got to thinking recently how every Fire Emblem fan has like their favorite game in the series. And I was like, what does your favorite game in the series say about you as a person? So here are my personal thoughts on what your favorite Fire Emblem game says about your personality. If your favorite game is FE1, Dark Dragon and the Sword of Light, it means I'm actually Japanese. Or I'm just basing my knowledge of this game off of Shadow Dragon because they're basically the same thing. I think No Pants Marth is best Marth. It also means I have a Falchion replica in my basement. It's just sitting there collecting dust and it may have cost $500 on Etsy, but it was worth it. If your favorite game in the series is Gaiden, it means this one's my favorite because the lore character doesn't have blue hair. I'm a hipster, and blue-haired lords are too mainstream. If your favorite game in the series is Mystery of the Emblem, it means I actually prefer sequels over the originals. Also, they gave Marth pants now. If your favorite game in the series is Genealogy of the Holy War, it means I'm secretly a masochist. My childhood was ruined and I'll never be able to get back the innocence I once had. I don't like camping, or birthdays, or barbecues, or the 4th of July, because there's usually fire involved. If your favorite game of the series is Thracia 776, it means I love this one because it confuses me. Also, I love the fact that healing staves can actually miss. It's just part of what makes this game so great. I already used my hipster joke on Gaiden, so I got nothing else. If your favorite game in the series is Binding Blade, it means Roy is my boy. And I don't understand why everyone hates him so much. I also mained him in Smash for a while, which is ironically also the reason I ever played this game in the first place. If your favorite game in the series is Blazing Sword, it means I like this one because the names of the characters are actually pretty easy to pronounce. It also means Lyn is my waifu, Hector is my daddy, and Ellawood, well, he's there. Hashtag dicks out for Hector. If your favorite game in the series is Sacred Stones, it means I have many kinks, but Twincest is definitely in my top 5. It also means I sympathize with villains and not the actual protagonists. If your favorite game in the series is Path of Radiance, it means I like this one because Ike's in it and I mained him in Smash 2. I like telling people I fight for my friends because it's Ike's catchphrase, even though he never actually says it in Path of Radiance or in its sequel. This is the game that taught me racism is bad. It also means I'm a furry! If your favorite game in the series is Radiant Dawn, it means I love everything about this game except for Part 1. Part 1 can go screw itself. The sheer difficulty of this game on hard mode is a testament to my hardiness as an individual. I ignore the fact that Micaiah exists. If your favorite game in the series is Shadow Dragon, it means I'm not Japanese, so this is what I had to settle for. If your favorite game in the series is New Mystery of the Emblem, it means rewind the video about 4 seconds. If your favorite game in the series is Awakening, it means I love my waifu more than life itself. What are you talking about? The storyline is totally amazing. Like, time travel? That's never been done before. You're just a stupid elitist. The fact that myself and so many others bought this game helped revive a dying franchise. So like, you're welcome. And lastly, if your favorite game in the series is Fates, it means, man, these dating sims are so advanced nowadays. The only thing that would make this game better is if I actually got to rub my waifu's face. At least there's always the Japanese version. My avatar unit is literally the most bland, non-charismatic person in the entire world. But it's okay because most of the other characters are pretty one-dimensional too. And there you guys have it! That's what your favorite Fire Emblem game says about you. I'm sorry if you were deeply offended by any of those, I didn't prep this very much. I bet you guys can't tell which games are my favorite based on the wall of memorabilia over here. Also, in case any of you were not aware yet, myself and quite a few other people are doing like a fandub of the Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn games here on YouTube. So definitely check that out if you can. The group's called the Radiant Fandub. And me personally, I'm playing Jill and Sigrun, and really I think we're just a bunch of talented people, honestly, so definitely check it out if you have the time. But that is it for this video. I will see you guys next time.